But on one aspect also, too, we have a massive epidemic of brothers going with the white women. Epidemic across the country. One of the keys is what you're not understanding based on psychological conditioning is this. Let's say 85% of our hair that comes out of the scalp has some type of natural pattern to it. You see what I'm saying? We only got like maybe 2% of the sisters that will have literally straight hair that comes out of the scalp. Now, if your hair just so happened to come out of the scalp that way, then you can't do nothing about that. And that's the natural way your hair is supposed to be. But if your hair does not come out the scalp that way and you're permanent, there's another psychological aspect that's actually going on. And that is this. Just like you see a white boy walking around with dreads, he just don't look right. Just like you see white people trying to act black. They just don't look right. A white person can put on some mud cloth and they just don't look right. Because that is you. You are the master of that. And nobody can compete against you because that's uniquely you. Because that is the white woman's hair. I don't give a damn how much you put a perm in your hair. It's not going to look as good as hers because she's wearing her own natural hair. Now, yes, you can go get them real expensive perms. And for the first couple of days, them shits look just like that. But it's only relegated to people who got a whole lot of money now because those things, you can't do that shit every damn week. And then that's questionable if you can because you fuck around and be bald head. But the point I'm trying to make here is your black skin and your nappy hair is uniquely you. Only one on the planet. So that also means that you are not even you cannot even compete with the white girl. Not saying that the white girl's hair is better than yours because it ain't nothing but fur. You have hair, they have fur. The same if you go and get the doggone any animal. You see that's fur. So yours is superior for the simple fact you're the only people that's got it. So we're not talking about a form of superiority. What is superior is what's dominant. And since this is the original shit, we can say that this is superior. But that's fur. That's why that same fur emits a oil, just like the animal coat. You see what I'm saying? Every day. You see what I'm saying? But the key, what we're talking about here is this. You can't compete with her because that is her own hairstyle. It might be the animal hairstyle, but it's still uniquely hers. So subconsciously, now here's the black woman, 98% permed up. And here's her in competition because she's now taking herself to the Euros realm or the white realm, and she's in direct competition with the white woman, and she's going to lose that competition because that is the white woman's unique hair, and this is not yours. And that's why your shit's starting to look nasty looking. And then you start saying, you say, man, something about her stink. No, it's because her crown is fucked up. And so the brother subconsciously is now seeing the white woman as a standard of beauty because you're in competition and you're getting your ass whipped because that's not your hair. And your shit don't look as good as hers on her animal realm. You see what's going on here? So subconsciously, the brother is desiring that. Number one, now let's get this shit straight. It is the reason why you got the perm in your head in the first goddamn place, because the brother made it clear that he liked the white woman's hair. Now let's get this shit straight. You can monitor the level of a person's race based on the way the woman's head looks. Whether the motherfucker in a veil or whether it's in a goddamn fur veil. Take your goddamn pick. You see? But the key here is you cannot compete with that. So subconsciously, the white woman does look better than the black woman. If you in the animal realm and trying to goddamn go up in the competition with fur that you don't have. You just got to get in your realm. It's just like they said, we never knew how beautiful Nina Simone was until she took the perm out of her head and get the afro in the 70s. And the reason why you was with your woman in mass in the 70s is because you was natural and you was unique. So you was out of the competition of the damn white woman. You see what I'm saying? And so not only that, it went uniquely with your West African features. or your East African features, or you don't give a damn where you from, whatever you was wearing natural was your hair. You see what I'm saying? So the concept here is that they destroyed that aspect of you, and subconsciously, because you're in competition. You see what I'm saying? So what you do is you get yourself out of the total competition. You see what I'm saying? And also we know that there's not going to be no black hair drive to get black people to get their hair back. That's idiotic. Because the whole concept is not to go to the masses. We're just saying it's a black hair drive to get the ones that's conscious. You see what I'm saying? Those who do know. You see what I'm saying? Those who do know. And so also this is a psychological condition, because we also know that you think that you won't be the standard of beauty not unless you bouncing and behaving. You see what I'm saying? But this is a form of the same damn journey. Because we're talking about the same psychological journey, but if we're talking about a psychological journey, and we're talking about the archetypes of the collective unconsciousness, and they tell you you must face your demons, this is a demon that was been put on us. You understand what I'm saying? Since they let you out of slavery. And Madam C.J. Walker, that whole 9 yards. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, and you know it's some psychological shit too. Now here it is, black women, news anchors, wouldn't dare go on the air with their hair cropped and in its natural pattern. But they can throw some blonde coloring up in that bitch and wear it nappy as a motherfucker. Ain't that some shit? You won't be caught dead with your shit nappy and natural pattern. But you can throw some blonde shit up in there and you'll be there all day long. Now Monica Kaufman, old ass bitch. And when I'm saying old, she too old for that bullshit. She going near 50. I'm not talking about old in the concept, because 50 is basically, 40s and all that is not necessarily old. But that shit is goddamn, you too old to be acting like a damn fool. So, here it is. Monica Kaufman used to change her hairstyle every other week. As a matter of fact, the people down here, that was the talk of the town. What new hairstyle? What new hairstyle that fool got on today? She done been from the Patti LaBelle shit to the Tina Turner. Every other week. But soon as she went blonde, that shit been in there a year and she ain't touched it. You see what I'm saying? This is psychological warfare. You see, keeping people in slavery based on psychological